Alright, what's up guys? How's it going everybody? My name is Blitzwinger and welcome back to a brand new video showcase for Marvel's Avengers. And today we're going to take a look at Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, and all of the epic costumes that he has in this game. Alright guys, so before we dive into the outfits, I do want to once again give you a heads up that the costumes that we're taking a look at here today are the ones that are included in Marvel's beta, or Marvel's Avengers beta. In addition to that, we will be taking a look at some of the extra reveals as well, so make sure you stick out for the entire video. And once again, also to clarify, we will be taking a look at some of the marketplace costumes or outfits. So those are the ones that are purchased with the in-game currency. They're kind of like the premium costumes, as well as the ones that you unlock via the challenge cards. The challenge cards, if you don't know what they are, just to run you guys through them, it's basically the equivalent of the battle pass or the game battle pass that we see in something like Fortnite. The same applies in the game of Marvel's Avengers, except it's character specific, and each character gets their own pass. As you level up said character, you go on ahead and unlock different rewards, whether it be nameplates, in-game currency, or of course the most epic of rewards are the different outfits. Let's kick things off, shall we? And here we go, guys. So this is the very first costume that you get for Iron Man in Marvel's Avengers. This is the suit that you wear in the game for the very first time on the A-Day mission, as well as the very first harm challenge that you complete as Ms. Marvel, actually. And this is known as the Iconic Armor. A really cool design, a very epic look indeed, and obviously super duper, I guess, nice homage to both the comics and the movie designs, while also giving it a bit of a unique flair, just so it's unique to this game. So I like that they kind of married the concepts that we see in the comics plus the stuff that we've seen in the movies, like let's say the Mark III and the Mark VII armor, and really then changed it up a little bit, change up the armor plate and change up the helmet a little to go on ahead and make sure that we get a unique look, which I think looks awesome. All right, it's time to start looking at the challenge card skins or outfits. So this is the level 6 unlock. This is known as the Epiphany Armor. It's kind of disastrous looking. I mean, it legitimately looks like it's made out of paper mache, or it looks like a cosplay costume, but not in a good way, if that makes any sense. I just think that this is probably one of the more lame looking costumes. At the same time though, it is only the level 6 unlock, so I guess it's kind of nice that it's not like a really late armor, because I would have been furious if this was like unlock at level 39. It would have been like, are you serious? You work all your way up here and then this is what you get? So fortunately enough, it's a pretty early unlock. And the other thing I'm trying to figure out is, what is that dot below his mouth plate there? I don't understand why it's there, and it's bothering me. I'm like, I just don't understand, what is that detail there? Is that supposed to be like a Iron Man goatee, or what's happening there? Because you can see the mouth plate, right? And then what's up with that dot there? Why is it there? The next armor is definitely a step in the right direction, because this is the Intergalactic Armor. I absolutely love the way that this one looks. It looks hyper futuristic. It seems like it's kind of similar to the Star Boost armor, which we'll look at here in a little while, but it seems like it's a similar actual armor, but the color on it looks epic. This, by the way, is unlocked at level 9 on the challenge card pass. And you can see, I really love the idea of kind of transitioning from the bright red into a yellow almost throughout the costume. It almost has this like reflective feel, as though maybe he's flying in space. After all, this is the Intergalactic Armor, and maybe it's like the sun refracting off of the armor. I just think it's a really cool look, and just a really unique design, and something that looks very cool and quite epic. Great reward and great outfit. Now, once you reach level 12, that is when you unlock this armor, which is the Ion Charged Armor. Now, this obviously takes the look that we saw with the Iconic Armor. It's pretty much an exact carbon copy of that of that armor. I think the reactor is a little bit different, like the shape on the reactor, but other than that, the armor itself is exactly the same. And as you can see, there is a recolor here for this armor to kind of this orange and silver combo. I think it looks all right. I'm not a huge fan of this particular armor, not one of my personal favorites, but who knows? Maybe somebody will select this armor or this outfit as their personal favorite, which, of course, like I mentioned before, don't forget, once you've watched the whole video, let me know which armor you think is an absolute must-have. Next up, we have the Electro plated armor, which I think looks sick. Now, my one issue with this armor is that it is an awfully similar look to that of the original Sin armor, which you'll see in a little while here. It is available as part of the marketplace purchases. But other than that, other than the fact that it is obviously an incredibly similar look to that armor, I think it's really cool. Like, the black and gold combo just works. It's a really cool color combination, so in that sense it works. This obviously is still the iconic armor, or even the just seen ion charged armor. It's a very similar take, and this also is a challenge card skin or outfit, and it is unlocked at level 15. Now, once you reach a level 23, this is when you unlock the Anodized Armor. And this one looks a lot like the Stealth Armor Iron Man, which means that I am a huge fan of this design. I really like the dark blue and kind of, I guess, light blue combo wombo here. He almost has a little bit of War Machine vibe, just in terms of, like, the color scheme here. So definitely a really cool design. And again, super duper stoked that we have this particular recolor. Now again, you'll notice that the armor looks exactly the same as the iconic armor, the electroplated armor, and the ion charged armor. There's really no differences to them aside from the shade or recolor of the armor itself. But the like the actual mask and the actual shoulder pads and everything is exactly the same. And then we have a very, very unique armor, and this is the Apogee, I hope is how you say that. This is level 39 armor unlocked. This is an epic level outfit, and I don't know why. Am I the only one that feels like this kind of reminds them of the armor that we see, or the color of the armor for Pepper Potts, aka the rescue armor from Endgame? Like, I don't know, it's just, that's the vibe that I'm getting from this armor, just like as far as the colors, the blue and the gold, or blue and yellow, or whatever. I just think it's very similar to that. But I do like that this armor actually is unique in terms of the armor itself. As I was just harping on the other armors, it's pretty much the same armor recolored over and over again. This one is actually different. Like, you see, the chest plate is different, the reactor is different, the shoulder pads are different. So there is actual differences here. So I like that this one actually does stand out in that sense, that it actually is a unique armor. And then apologies about what I had mentioned before. The original Sin armor is actually part of the challenge card. I was mistaken about that. This is the level 40 armor, and good googly moogly, it takes the previously mentioned anodized armor and just knocks it up a notch, making it an absolutely epic look. As you can see, you have the highlights of the red lights all throughout the armor. This was kind of a divisive storyline, the original Sin storyline. I know some people like it, some people do not. I was kind of impartial to that story. I wasn't a huge fan of that particular crossover event in the comics, but I will say, again, the color combo of gold and black just works, and then if you add these epic red lights throughout, it looks pretty sweet. So this is definitely a really unique and cool looking armor. But we're not done yet. Plenty more armors to look at. So this right here is probably, if not the most unique of armors, it's certainly up there. This is the Makeshift Armor. So you can see that it is Tony Stark in, I mean, I don't even know if you could really call it an armor because, well, there's very little armor here, but it's kind of, I guess, maybe almost like a prototype version of an Iron Man suit. I am curious to see how this outfit will be introduced in the context of the game, because I'm guessing that in the campaign, we do know that Kamala Khan and the Hulk are looking for Tony Stark, so maybe this is how they find him, is that he's put together this kind of makeshift armor, and he's been just out and about and exploring, and maybe this is kind of the armor that he comes up with the box of scraps. That's a shout out to Obadiah Stane, that he manages to put together this particular Iron Man armor. It also reminds me a little bit of the, I guess, partial Iron Man suit that we see in the Iron Man 3 movie. So I think it's a cool homage to that. Plus, again, it's a really unique take on the Iron Man character. So why not? I think it's a cool design. All right, guys. So next up, we have the Chroma Luxe armor. This is one of the marketplace armors, or one of the premium armors. So this is not part of the core game or the challenge cards for Iron Man. This is just a skin that you would be able to purchase through the marketplace. And I gotta say, maybe you don't really have to, because honestly, I think this one's not all that great looking. Like, I don't really know what's going on with the color combinations here. It's like, just too much colors clashing, but that's just my opinion. Not a huge fan of this one, so this will definitely be one that I am perfectly okay skipping. Now, on the other hand, this is one that I cannot skip because this is an absolutely epic, classic-looking Iron Man. This is known as the Illustrious Legendary outfit. This, once again, is a marketplace costume or a premium outfit to unlock in the game, but I think it's a really, really cool design. It kind of has that old-school feel, for Iron Man. I think it looks awesome. I think this is an absolute must-have unlock if you are going to be, especially if you're going to be maining Iron Man in Marvel's Avengers. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have this epic take on that illustrious armor. This one is known as the Eternal costume, so it's kind of a recolor of that armor. You can see that it's the exact same armor itself, so like the base of the armor is the same, but it's obviously recolored with a little bit more highlights of the arc reactor lights, so you have like those extra 2 lights on the chest as well. I think this one's all right. It kind of looks a little bit like stealth armor, maybe like a classic stealth armor, so this is an optional one. I guess maybe if you were going for like a classic Iron Man, you could go for either the Eternal armor or the one that we just looked at, the Illustrious armor right here. That is just a personal preference thing, but for me, I think that this one absolutely takes the cake. Alright, but we are not done yet because of course there is a handful more Iron Man outfits that have been revealed, confirmed, but unfortunately were not a part of the beta. So let's run through those as well. We're going to kick things off with our pre-order exclusive pack, which of course will give skins or legacy skins to each and every single one of the core Avengers team from the Marvel Avengers video game, and obviously Iron Man is no different. So as you can see, it is very much, I guess, kind of like a Mark I inspired costume. So it is super duper old school looking. I like that they went ahead and almost gave it kind of a rusted look. I think that that's really cool. Again, it will make this suit look very, very unique when compared to each and every single one of the other options that are available in the game. So that is definitely a pretty sweet looking design. The next one that we're going to look at is a part of the deluxe edition of the game. So if you do purchase the deluxe edition of the game, you do get a pack titled the Obsidian Pack. And of course, once again, this is a pack that will have skins or outfits for each and every single one of the core Avengers members. So you can see that the overall color scheme for this one is pretty much the kind of almost like gunmetal gray or black, along with gold highlights and white details as well. I think that this armor looks pretty cool. I think that, again, it is a pretty common color scheme, like we've seen it already, as you have seen in the past few outfits, maybe 2 or 3 times, right? The whole gold and black color scheme for Iron Man. I guess it's a pretty commonly used color combination that I never even realized until I started to put together this video. So it is definitely, again, kind of treading the same water, but you know what? Again, it's a cool looking design, and it comes along as part of this deluxe edition. Then we have 2 reveals that were part of the, I guess, how do we name them even? Cellular providers. So the Virgin Mobile and Verizon Mobile customers do get a redemption code, and we're able to go on ahead and get these 2 exclusive packs. So over on the Verizon side of things, we have this really cool red and black motif. I really like the color combination on this one. I think it's a really cool looking armor and a really cool design for the vast majority of the characters in this particular color scheme. So definitely a huge fan of that one. On the other hand, the Virgin Mobile one is definitely kind of all over the place as far as like the designs for the costumes. I think the Captain America design looks cool, and I probably would say that the Iron Man one is pretty interesting as well, just because it kind of reminds me of the armor that we see him wear, the Mark V in the Iron Man 2 movie. Remember the briefcase suit armor? It kind of has a similar vibe there. It is obviously the same armor that we have seen on the Legacy pack. It's just repainted now to be silver and red highlights. So again, pretty cool design indeed. And then the last design that we will discuss here for today is going to be the Star Boost Iron Man, which is a pretty stellar armor, a really cool outfit, one that we had seen as promo pictures, or I guess our rendition of a similar armor as promo pictures for, I think it might have been Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, because there were rumors that Iron Man might appear in that movie. I guess that never actually happened. Then there were rumors that this sort of armor would appear in the, I think it was Iron Man 3 post-credit scene. That did not happen either.
But the cool thing is that we do get a rendition or a take on that space kind of based armor in Marvel's Avengers, which is super cool to see.
And so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes the showcase for the epic character known as Iron Man for Marvel's Avengers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't yet. And in addition to that, guys, obviously make sure you check the channel for lots and lots more Marvel's Avengers content, whether it be other character showcases you've seen, hopefully the videos for Kamala Khan, Black Widow, Hulk, and if you haven't, go check them out. Thank you guys so very much for taking the time to tune in today. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and just a quick heads up, don't forget, guys, if you'd like to support the channel furthermore, beyond just leaving a like, consider becoming a member of the channel. Members do get exclusive perks like exclusive emotes. In addition to that, you do get priority in sub-game streams as well as custom game streams. Plus, you would get access to the exclusive channels over on the Discord server. Thanks a lot for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!